YouTube, what's going on? It's me, Penny the Dollar FX, back at you with another video. In today's video, I'm going to demonstrate how to open up a paper trading account. I'm going to explain the importance of having a paper trading account. And then once you master the practice of paper trading, how to apply that when you actually attempt to trade for profit. So without any further delay, I'd like to tell everyone thank you for the support, the continued support that I've been getting with the channel. If you have any other video concepts or ideas that you'd like me to play around and experiment with, please feel free to leave me a comment. But yeah, if you find any value in this video, upon completion of this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me and my channel. All right, so without any further delay, let's talk about it. All right, so first you want to do is you want to go to tradingview.com. As you can see right here, I've typed it up here right here. All right, www.tradingview.com. All right, once you go to TradingView, you want to go into products. Well, let me back up. You want to make sure you create an account. All right, once you create an account, right, you have the ability to go over here. All right, you want to go into products, super charts, and then it's going to bring you to one of the charts. All right, so for the sake of the video, we'll just choose any asset. We'll try Google, for instance. All right. We're going to go to Google, and then what we want to do is right under here, down here in this pane down here, you want to go to where it says paper trade. All right, click on paper trade, and it should come down under here, right? And you want to go to paper trade. You can go to the paper trade settings. You can export data. You can see the list of brokers. All right, but what you want to do is you want to hit this drop down right here, and you want to create a paper trading account. You can title it. We'll title this one Practice 1. And what I always encourage people to do is start with an amount that you feel relatively realistic in trading. So for instance, if you know for a fact that 5,000 is a reasonable amount, a realistic amount for you to trade with, then I would encourage you to start with $5,000. The reason being is because, let's talk about it. The reason is because when you start with a paper trade account, you're primarily using the account to develop an edge over the market. All right. So with the process of paper trading, what you want to do is you want to practice as you play. All right. So for me, I use the paper trading as a way of developing my strategy, as a way of getting my lot sizes correct, as a way of understanding how leverage works, as a way of understanding how spreads work. All these things play a factor when you're trading in the real market. All right. So I would encourage one to paper trade as often, as frequent as possible before attempting to actually live trade for profit. I can't stress that enough. The only way that I've been able to be consistent in trading and develop the edge that I've developed over the market is through paper trading. All right. So yeah, I just can't stress that enough. You have to practice before you attempt to actually go trade for profit. All right. So for this, we're gonna go ahead and start with an amount. I'd say like $10,000. Right, you can include the commissions. I usually use about 2 to 3% commissions. Right, and you can put it on percent, you can put it on fixed, and then you want to create it. All right, once you've created a paper trade account, and now you've put the money into the account, understand that this is all monopoly money. This is not real money. This is all money that you're practicing with. And you're practicing with this simply so that you can develop a strategy or develop an edge over the market. All right. So just to reiterate or just to demonstrate again, what you want to do is you want to log in, create an account. You see right here, this is when you're logged in. You have the little icon up here. And then you want to go down to where it says paper trading. And then right here, this drop down right here, you want to go to this drop down and then create a paper trading account. Now, I always encourage people to start with a realistic amount, all right, that you honestly can foresee yourself either saving or you could foresee yourself like, I guess, coming in contact with, or whatever the case may be. But a realistic amount that you know for a fact that you would like to practice with, because it's an amount that's, realistic to you. All right, so I wouldn't encourage anyone to start with $100,000 unless you intend, or unless you have an avenue to, acquire $100,000. Start with a realistic amount that you know for a fact that you can see yourself basically trading with. All right, so I put $10,000 here. As you can see, the account balance and the equity, and the P&L is your profit and loss. So how it works is, these tabs up here, the red and blue tabs, are going to be your buy and sell tabs. What you would do is you would click on, obviously the market is closed right now, but if the market was open, if you wanted to take a long position, you would hit the blue tab. If you wanted to take a short position, you would hit the red tab. All right, once you hit one of these two buttons, right, it's going to bring you to a ticket order. Once you come to this ticket order, this is how you set up your trade. All right, you have three styles of trades, right? You have the market trade, you have the limit order, and then you have a stop order. All right, you could put the units in, which is also known as your volumes or lot sizes in MetaTrader. I think it's volumes in MetaTrader, if I'm not mistaken. But excuse me, the point I'm trying to make is your units is going to be your lot size. Then what you could do is, you can come down here to where your take profits are, your stop losses, and you can put your information in for those as well. You can manually put this information in. All right, this paper trading concept makes it so much easier for you to really, really understand the concept of trading. Because once you understand this, you can literally just put everything in manually, and it makes for trading so much less stressful. For instance, let's say I wanted to put in 1%, right? Which is usually what I trade. 1% risk. I want to risk only 1%. And so what it does is it takes your account balance down here, and it gives you a lot size relative to your account balance. So you don't even need to figure out the units. You can literally put it in manually here, and it'll spit out the units for you here, so that you can go back into MetaTrader and then put it into MetaTrader. All right, so it's giving me this information based on my account balance, based on the levels that I have currently listed as my take profit. So for instance, if I wanted to change my take profit, let's change my stop loss. Let's say, for instance, looking at Google right now. So what happens is it works like this, right? Looking at Google, currently Google is sitting at 138.27. Let's say I want my take profit to be 139.46. So I would come over here and I would type it in manually, 139.46, and that would be this level up here. Let's say, for instance, I wanted this level right here to be my take profit. 139.58. Then let's say that's if I wanted to go for a long though. As you can see right here, the blue, which means I'm putting in a long position. But if I wanted to put it in a short position, I would click it on the red. But for the sake of this demonstration, we want to use, I'll use a long position, and then I'll demonstrate the short position. So if and for whatever reason, if we were anticipating price to go up, to go long, then we could come over here and we could manually put in the take profit at 139.58. That's right here, right? It shows when it hits that level, it has to go up 128 ticks, right? You would earn $512 if it hits your take profit. That's what you're seeing right here. And then it goes up right here, down here is the percentage increase that it would go up. And so all that is demonstrated right here on this ticket order right here. So if you wanted to put in your stop loss, like say for instance, if price, let's say for instance, price didn't just shoot straight up. Let's say for instance, price started to shoot down before it went up. In that instance, if you wanted to set a stop loss, let's say for instance, we wanted this to be our stop loss, right? In that instance, you could put the stop loss in 137.22, right? So you will come down here and you would type 137, and then you would put 0.22. I mean, you can really get, I guess what I'm saying is you can get really finite with this. You can really get really precise with this. All right, so this level right here would be considered my stop loss, which means if the trade started to come back down against me instead of going back up, which we anticipated going in this instance, if it came down here, when it hit this price level, it would kick me out of the trade. I would lose $432, and I would be risking 4% of my account, which is this 10,000, right? So the point I'm making is this ticket order makes trading so much more easier for you when you understand how to use it. All right, so understanding how to use a ticket order and understanding how to paper trade has helped me tremendously in being profitable. And so I just wanted to demonstrate this for someone, whoever is aspiring to trade or anyone is on their trading journey. And so the same thing is true if we anticipated, if we were to expect price to fall, the same thing would be true. You would simply go over here where it's the sell, you would press the sell button, right? And then you would say, for instance, let's say we wanted this to be, let's just reverse it. Let's say we wanted this to be the stop loss and we wanted this to be the take profit. Now, by no means is this an ideal setup, because in a real trade situation or a real trade scenario, I'm trading 3-to-1, right? I'm trading to gain 3%, only risking 1%. And so just for the sake of this video though, this obviously is going to this is obviously going to set up a different risk ratio, but I'm just demonstrating how you can manually go and put in the actual take profits and stop losses. So in this case right here, we would say this number 139.58 would be our stop loss. So we just reverse these. 139.58 is our stop loss, and then 137.22 would be our take profit. 137.22 is our take profit. And so, as you can see, when you reverse it, the first time it was like 4% risk. When you reverse it, you'd be losing, or you would be risking, you would be risking 5% of your $10,000. All right, so what you would stand to earn for take profit is $432, and then you would stand to lose $512. By no means is that a good setup. That's not a good risk to reward ratio. All right, but again, I'm just demonstrating to you how you can manually put in your information for your take profit and stop loss so that you can kind of set it and forget it. All right, but it's all a part of mastering paper trading. And so that's why all this is so important, because you can apply all this when you become more and more proficient. You can apply all of this knowledge to MetaTrader, and we'll talk about that in a later video. All right, but for the sake of this video, I just want to introduce this concept to anyone who's aspiring to trade, anyone who's early in their trading journey, because this has helped me immensely in developing my edge and developing my strategy over the market. All right. Again, if you have any questions, if you have any further thoughts or comments, if you'd like me to play with any concepts or trading concepts, please feel free to message me or comment. I appreciate all the support. Again, this is Penny to Dollar FX. I'm out.